Well, that's the end of that hardcore world, and I know you are curious to find out what were the circumstances that led to this embarrassing fate. For that, we have to go back. Way back. All the way to the start. Welcome to Minecraft, but I attempted Bedrock's hardest difficulty. Subscribe. In the last hardcore video that I'd made that surprisingly did so well, I died to a skeleton even before I started gearing up. I also encountered problems with the screen that, thanks to you guys, I learned that by decreasing the GUI scale to -1 would prevent the text at the top from overlapping with my coordinates. Without wasting time, I'm going to create a new world, obviously with cheats off and most importantly in hardcore mode. All generation is done, and please a plains biome. I hope it's a plains. Oh, come on. Why do I always get these biomes? I hate jungle oaks biomes because the trees in this biome, they block me from seeing structures and hence cannot be able to locate a village or a ruined portal or all those. But in a plains biome or a savanna biome, you're easily able to see, since if there are any trees, they are very scattered apart. Back to the video. What I was actually doing, I was breaking blocks around my spawn location so that I can pillar up and make it easy to find my spawn location, especially since I did not spawn at 0-0. I think that also allows me to break the closest tree, which is really good because we don't have to struggle to get the wood. The pieces of wood that I got, I immediately made a crafting table which I used to make a pickaxe, get stone that I used to make stone tool. Immediately got a lot of wood because I was planning to go into the caves as soon as possible, since we needed iron and most importantly diamonds. Breaking all that wood reminded me that I should get food because we need that, especially when we get injured by creepers, skeletons, and most importantly curing hunger from mining. After killing most of the chickens in the area, do you think that was enough? Obviously not. So I began attacking all the other species of animals that existed, from sheep to cows. Did I just say sheep? What the f? Animals thought they could distract me by giving me pumpkins and just expected me to farm them and get pumpkins and eat pumpkin pie. Man, they're kidding, because after this I continued on the massacre. After having way too much fun with the animals, I made myself a bed because it was time to sleep and I didn't want to fight creepers yet. The fact that I have this clip to show how creepers are stealthy, it just shows how scary creepers are. With the sun on the eastern horizon, I felt thirsty for blood, and I immediately tried to quench that thirst by unleashing my power on these mobs. After 3 minutes of killing and cooking, that's when I was like, oh, I haven't yet started exploring. What am I doing? We're in day 1. To kickstart my adventure, I began by bed clutching with what the fuck was I trying? Jokes aside, after my 100% legit bed clutch, I'd probably cut that out of the video anyways. Most likely you won't see that. I immediately found coal that I mined almost instantly. But unfortunately, I decided not to go deeper because from my last experience, it won't end well if I do, especially without a shield. I saw a video made by a YouTuber who was talking about 100 reasons why Bedrock sucks, and among them was that when you hit an Enderman, the Enderman despawns. Like, it runs away or something, because the sooner you hit it, there's a 90% chance it will just literally vanish. Like, I'm not even joking. The Enderman that you saw me hit right now, I've never seen it since. I don't know where it went. It didn't die, obviously. It didn't drop. Nothing. It just vanished. Mojang, you need to fix this. You need... Okay, guys, I promise I haven't placed this, but look at that perfect square. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something inside. Normally when I start seeing words like this, it reminds me of these fake Minecraft speedruns. And then like these guys are like totally legit, all on the ground. I continued with my exploration up the mountain and actually found my first iron vein, which is really nice because actually this mountain has a very high altitude where iron and coal normally spawns at the top. Realizing that this one mountain could give me all the iron I need for armor and tools and even extra, I began exploring more of the mountain. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any iron. So with the 2 iron that I had, I converted one of them into a shield, which will be very good later on. I found 3 islands stranded in the ocean and I decided, wow, this place is really nice for me to build my base on. So before that, I needed materials like stone, deep slate, and even diamond. So I immediately decided to go down since I had all the requirements. After waiting for all the raw iron to cook, I crafted myself all but 1 iron armor pieces. And with this small vein of iron that I discovered, I might be able to finish up the last piece of armor and maybe, just maybe, make an iron pickaxe. Without wasting time, I got into the cooking of the iron just to finish up on my last piece of armor. Whilst mining for iron, I came across this bug that I have to talk about immediately. Whenever, especially on my 3rd slot, right now it's on my 4th slot, I cannot really just put anything there. I have to drop first an item so that I can pick up to use the slot. As you can see, I can't craft my helmet. And if I leave the iron ingots there in the crafting table, iron is retained inside the crafting table, as if the crafting table is like a chest. I came across this bug and I did some research on it, and a YouTuber called PhoenixXC also did some research on it and found out that maybe, just maybe, Mojang is planning on improving the inventory slot. If you haven't realized, Mojang has been adding a lot of items while the inventory sorting system is terrible. This is actually a very weird bug that has only started happening since I became a beta tester. So far, according to my research, it's looking really promising. Let's just hope for the best. Before we continue, I'd like to take this time to ask you all to subscribe and like the video if you really enjoy what is going on so far. We're closer than ever to 1000 subscribers, so subscribe to take your spot in the under 1000 subscribers group. Done? Let's continue. After picking up 2 diorite blocks from the ground, I was finally able to finish up my iron armor set and also retrieve my iron ingots that were already smelted. Confident and ready to test out my new armor set, I decided to go underground and actually found a water cave, and wow, I found some diamonds, but unfortunately was risking my life to drowning because I did not have any respiration or aqua affinity to help me in the mining. But I know you're like, why should I not craft doors and use the air spaces indoors to provide me with air? But unfortunately, you are forgetting that this is Bedrock Edition, where in Bedrock Edition there is no such thing as doors giving you air. This also means that when you sleep in a bed underwater trying to escape mobs on the surface, you are risking drowning because the door won't provide you with enough air. Not even enough at all. After some back and forth attempts, or most of which ended in failure and me almost dying at one point, I was finally able to get all the diamonds and lapis that I'd found. Greedy for more ores, I mined an iron vein that led me to an underground cave that immediately began calculating the amount of nutrients, what the hell? I calculated the amount of ores I could get depending on the size of this cave that I had not yet seen well since I was still in the walls. I could see a spider which showed me that probably the chunks were loaded a long time ago, meaning that I should be very careful around this place because creepers could be anywhere. With my heart throbbing inside my chest, I jumped down and I met my first enemy, the creeper. Just a mob that I was talking about in the past 10 seconds. I explored a bit more of the cave until I was stopped by some zombies that just seemed to not stop coming in, either from a spawner or they are just spawned in a very large group. Right now my voice sounds so calm. This is because I'm voice overing this part of the video. But trust me when I tell you, at this part of the video I was sweating so much. My hands became cold and they were shivering just because of a couple of NPCs. I'm not even kidding. I was panicking so much because I couldn't imagine this is how I would end, just from zombies. To make it even worse, I forgot that my shield was at quarter durability when I entered. This plus all other reasons that were not listed, not forgetting low health, led to my subsequent demise.